For justice after this South Fulton man was shot and killed by an off-duty Atlanta officer.
Atlanta News First reporter Patrick Quinn live at 5 from Atlanta City Hall. And Patrick, Devin Pat Anderson's family, they want this officer fired.
That's right. The family of Devon Anderson, they want Melvin Potter fired. They also want him criminally charged. They say Potter is responsible for the death of Devon Anderson. Now, Melvin Potter, he is an Atlanta police officer. He is today. He was on August 5th. However, he was off duty at the time. It's unclear why he fired his weapon. Today, Devon Anderson's family, full of emotion, they're demanding answers.
Melvin Potter is not in jail. He still has a job. Why? Doesn't my son's life mean anything? My son meant everything to me. And I want answers for my son.
Agony from Valerie Lance Anderson, the mom of Devon Anderson, calling on Atlanta City Council members and the police department to fire and pursue criminal charges against 30-year-old Melvin Potter, who they say is responsible for Anderson's death. According to the GBI, Potter, an Atlanta police officer off duty at the time, shot and killed Anderson at a College Park bar last month. The circumstances around the shooting are still under investigation. Police officials said while Potter is still an active officer through the investigation, he is currently serving in a non-enforcement role. Potter has been on a 36-month probation since 2021 when he was arrested and charged with DUI. The family argued this should have been grounds for removal. Some city council members themselves questioned police officials today on the department's policies around officers with a history of DUI.
If we can check Officer Melvin Potter's fitness to serve.
Over the last decade, how many active APD officers have received DUIs?
And those were just a couple of the questions from Atlanta City Council members to the Atlanta Police Department. They want those answers to them by next week's time. Now, this investigation is being conducted by the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. After it finishes its probe, it will meet with the Fulton County District Attorney. That's when charges could be handed down. We're live tonight from Atlanta City Hall. Patrick Quinn, Atlanta News First.
Trailhand Bill reporting live from South Florida. I just saw like 3 cop cars, like different agencies, pulled over on the side of the road. If I wasn't moving around, I definitely would have stopped and policed our police, man. If all you wanted to see was the video, guys, that is over with. It would be nothing but me talking from this point on. And I definitely have a few thoughts about this video, this situation. Rest in peace to Mr. Devon. Prayers for his loved ones. And anybody grieving, man. You know what I mean? People will be leaving us every day. One day we will be among that number, and you know what I mean? Just, I don't know, man. Just try to be you while you're here. Trust God. I think I'm gonna have to start failing these media platforms, man, these journalists, because first and foremost, I read a print article on this, and I'm pretty sure it might have been from the same, I shouldn't say pretty sure, it may or may not have been from the same media platform. I always try to read a print article on these stories because sometimes it does give more of an explanation, give us more information about what happened. But the print article absolutely confused me. That rarely happens. I didn't know what the hell happened in the situation after I read that print article until I came to the video and it made it clearer. But I still have to fail both of them. Specifically this video media, this ANF, Atlanta News First, you guys, because you said it is unclear. It is unclear what happened in this situation. I had an epiphany last night scrolling my feed, and one of the media platforms that I'm subscribed to said investigative team. And those are the ones that I like. And I don't know why all of you couldn't do that, because if the story was air quotes juicy enough, you definitely would. Let me tell you what the hell I'm saying here. That man and that officer were not out there alone that damn day, right? And if this story were intriguing and dramatic enough to drum up more clicks and views, y'all would have gone and found other people who were there that day, who could have given you witness of at least some of the incidents before or after this situation. Y'all didn't go and interview nobody. Y'all didn't try to find nobody, not even the owners. So nobody was there. Am I to believe that? I guess it's possible. So let me retract that statement. I guess we're going to say only the officer and the victim, Devon, were there that day. So there was nobody for y'all to track down and get information. Possible? Yes. Probable? I highly doubt it, man. Which means y'all just are not doing the work. Because y'all could find out for Americans. Aren't y'all American? I guess y'all live in Atlanta, but nobody y'all love ever frequent any public places in Atlanta where cops are on or off duty. Isn't this like the 4th story in a row where we got an off-duty cop doing some cop shit and getting treated like a cop? How many motherfucking times? Sometimes I just get pissed off with the American public because I'm gonna get to this point, but that's something else that occurred to me in this damn video. It amazes me how damn lost Americans are about who the hell our government is. We can't be living in the same damn country, bro. I don't even watch news, man. Well, let me stop lying. I do. But not like mainstream news. The stories that I cover for the most part, I don't even cover the mainstream stories like that. Y'all don't think I seen what happened with Tyree down here? I didn't do a damn video about Tyree. It's something that's skipping my mind right now that's literally mainstream news with the police. I wish I could remember why in the hell I know the Tyree Nichols trial's going on. It's a lot of mainstream stuff I don't cover. I don't pay attention to mainstream America. I think a lot of times, and I'm not downplaying any of those real tragedies, but I think a lot of times mainstream news is the charade. That's the little tool they use to hypnotize us and distract. I'm a little conspiracy theory. Yeah, I am. Getting back to my damn point, y'all could go get this damn information for us and y'all don't. And for me, it kind of makes you suspicious because you live in the same America where these damn on and off duty cops are doing what the hell they do. I ain't gonna keep telling y'all that, man, these cops get treated like cops no matter what. And these cops do all this and we still be surprised. What you mean? In the print article, that's something that they say. And shout out to you, Miss Lady. I don't mean, disrespect, but they were asking why the family, maybe it was the family or so, it definitely was the family, mom, and some of the city council members asking why does he still have a job. I mean, this entire video, I gotta keep it real with y'all. I'm wondering, do y'all live like in an America that's outside the country? Because we live in an America where this is very, what do you mean? I'm searching, I'm waiting. This is why the print article confused me. I'm waiting for them to say this man got multiple DUIs or something. I'm waiting for them to say this man done got caught and, penalized through their penalty system for actually attacking, hurting, or murdering an American before. Y'all said he had 1 DUI. You Negroes cannot, in Atlanta, that's one of the black meccas in America. You literal Negroes cannot be living in the same damn America we living in. Y'all want this man out of here for 1 DUI? Trust me, Trailhand, and I'm pretty sure most viewers on my channel don't disagree with your ass. I'm just a little bit perplexed why that has y'all irate when we got cops around this motherfucker that literally done blew people's brains out. That done kill people driving drunk at work and off the clock. They cops all the time and ain't even get penalized for it. Y'all irate because he got 1 DUI and you asking why? It's probably, with all due respect, this is gonna be some, no matter how I say this is gonna sound insensitive. I need to say it and I'm not trying to be disrespectful or insensitive. It's probably because Americans don't know what the hell is going on in America. Y'all too damn busy out here acting like Donald Trump or Kamala Harris gonna save us. We done had politicians since America's inception, and we still, all this damn time later, if not in the same state, in a much worse one. Politicians ain't gonna be able to do a damn thing for us. When God comes, we gonna wrap everything up. But until then, I guarantee you, you ain't gonna vote in not one Democrat or one Republican that's gonna change the state of America where you actually live and where your son or daughter may be going to a bar or a coffee shop and the owner or off-duty cop may shoot their ass and still go home and get paid your money to do nothing. You're not, that America don't exist. And it would do you well to realize that. This is crazy as hell. What is that other point that I wanted to make? I can't remember what the other point I wanted to make was, guys. I actually paused the video all day. I started this video earlier today, and I was trying to remember because it was very important to me, and I can't. So I apologize for that. But let's be clear, man. The GBI is not going to do a damn thing, man. They're going to sweep this under the rug and act like this man did not literally murder someone, man. I think one of the saddest things about this story is that the American government and the American public doesn't move on how these, law enforcement officers move around amongst us until they're dead American bodies on the ground. Which also just echoes back to a point I made throughout the video, man. It's, Mom, you're asking like how and why this and why that. In respect to you, man, I'm definitely not trying to antagonize your grief at all, but the answer is very clear to me, at least on one front. It's because no matter what these terrorists continue to do on national scales, right, if not the worldwide stage, we continue to have these types of questions like how. The answer couldn't be more clear, man. We allow it. We allow it. Our government allows it. And yes, there are countries much worse in the world, man. Yes, there are countries much worse in the world, but I don't know anybody who could I don't know how anybody could rest on their laurels of saying, well, at least we only kill people sometimes over here. At least our government, our law enforcement officials only kill people sometimes over here, man. I mean, unless that's your loss, unless that's your loved one, unless that's your son, and you literally get no answers, and their murderer walks free, walks around, gets to go and live their life, maybe you will never understand the weight of wanting a resolution to that situation. But I will say this: all of the flaws that I have, I've never really felt like I had to be in a person's shoes to relate to their grief, you know what I mean, to empathize with them. And I'm telling you right now, my heart is just like really, really heavy thinking about that young man losing his life and thinking about this Atlanta police officer, the Atlanta government and the American government making it possible for his murderer to walk around like he didn't just remove someone from this earth. I'm Trailhand Bill, report live from South Florida, man. You guys be safe. It's very, very vital and important that you know not only who these cops are, because they are the Roach Parade of this circus that the American government has going on amongst us. And yes, they are not the worst government in the world, but still, they murder people, man. You need to know this. Like, this could be any of us. They falsely arrest people, which is actually legally kidnapping. This could be any of us. You need to know this. You need to know who they are when you're in their presence. You need to know who they are when they approach you, when you need to deal with them on any type of level. You need to teach your children to know who they are. And then I think even more importantly than that, this is my personal opinion, you need to remember who you are. You need to remember who God created you to be. And that is not to trample upon anyone. I don't think God created us to do that, but I definitely think God created us to be very, harmony-centric and free people, right? And a lot of times that freedom comes mentally and psychologically and emotionally. And a lot of times that's the very freedom that thieves snatch from us. And that's what we need to, get back in our lives. So I think part of that, like I said, as an American and as a human being, just remember that God created you with human rights and civil rights. And you have every right to protect those on all fronts, man. Once again, this story just kind of got me down. I do apologize for whatever point I made. If I wanted to make and couldn't remember, if I will, I'll say it in the comment section. Shout out to this media platform for shining a light on this story, but I definitely think y'all could have done more by going and finding some of those people who are out there and at least say, hey, we had some people, but they weren't willing to get on camera and talk. Let us know what's going on. Don't collude with these government thugs, man, by, covertly or overtly helping to sweep their mess under the rug. There's blood on their hands and they need to be held accountable for it. And we need every ounce of evidence that we can get to prove that. I hope this coward is held up in the highest contempt of criminal charges, and I hope this family gets judicial justice, and I hope they get moral justice as well. Y'all be good. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.